My mom sold my grandma's house without telling me. She smirked. You never deserved her love anyway. But when $712,000 hit my account the next week, she showed up screaming and they had no idea what I'd done. Don't you dare act like you cared about her, Charles! My mother spat, slamming her glass on the counter so hard the rim cracked. The kitchen reeked of red wine and burnt toast. My sister Lena paced with her arms folded, whispering insults under her breath. My Uncle Rex shook his head like a disappointed judge. I stood there, silent, the air in my chest heavier than lead. You didn't even deserve Grandma's love, Mom sneered, smirking as if the words themselves were a blade. The room stilled. Then Rex leaned forward, pointing at me. Unless you already knew about the money. Did you? My name is Charles Danner, 26 years old. The quiet one. The shadow in every family photo. The one who was told to be grateful you even exist. Silence was my armor. And my curse. They thought I had no voice, no teeth. But silence doesn't mean weakness. Sometimes it means you're just waiting. And as I watched their faces twist with greed and bitterness, I knew something they didn't. Something that would burn this family to the ground. The family on display. Lena, 23, my younger sister. Sharp tongue, sharper phone camera. Always the star, never the scapegoat. Rex, 49, Mom's brother. Always acting like the sensible patriarch, but I've seen him skim money off Grandma's pension. Mom, Delilah, 48. Lipstick smudged, wine glass glued to her hand, eyes like knives. Dad? He left years ago. He said silence runs in my bloodline. Charles, stop staring like some ghost, Lena barked. Maybe he knows more than he lets on, Rex muttered. Their eyes darted toward me like vultures, and I smiled, barely. Mom's voice finally sliced through the chaos like a blade. I sold her house. It was mine to do with. Her tone was rehearsed, like she'd practiced it in the mirror. My chest tightened. That house wasn't just bricks. It was her smell. Her rocking chair. The kitchen where she'd make soup even when her hands shook. That house was Grandma's life, I whispered. Don't play righteous, Charles, Rex spat, leaning forward. His breath reeked of whiskey. You never lifted a damn finger to help. My fists curled so tight my nails cut into my palms. Rage boiled under my skin, but I kept my voice calm. Then Lena slipped. Her lips moved too fast for her brain. It's not like you knew she left Charles anything in the will. The room froze. Her eyes widened the second she realized. Mom's hand twitched. Rex's face drained. Silence. Thick. Heavy. My silence roared louder than all of them. They closed in on me like cornered wolves. Rex slammed the counter. Ungrateful, Mom hissed. Coward, Lena whispered. Parasite. Each word landed on me like stones, piling higher, suffocating. But I didn't flinch. I let them throw everything until their throats grew dry. Their insults tangled over each other like broken glass raining from the ceiling. And then I finally raised my head. You think this is about money? My voice was calm, but it cut sharper than their screams. No. This is about what you all did to me. For years. Their smirks faltered. Mom's wine glass rattled against the counter. Rex blinked, uncertain. For the first time, their armor cracked, and I tasted victory like blood in my mouth. I was 17. Grandma had called me to stay with her that summer. Her body was failing, but her eyes still carried warmth. I carried her to the bathroom, spoon-fed her soup, changed her sheets that smelled of medicine and lavender. One night, her hand gripped mine tighter than usual. You're the only one who doesn't see me as a burden, Charles. I wish your mother loved you the way I do. Her words sank into my bones like fire. I cried silently, forehead pressed to her fragile hand. But I wasn't as alone as I thought. Lena had walked in once, catching me kneeling by Grandma's bed, my face wet with tears. She saw. She knew. And she buried it. That memory wasn't just a wound. It was proof. Proof of who I was, and who they weren't. Grandma didn't just leave me something, I said slowly, each word a hammer. She left me everything. Mom's glass slipped and shattered, red wine spilling across the tiles like blood. "You're lying," Rex barked, his voice cracking. But I pulled out the folded papers from my jacket. The will. The bank transfer. The numbers printed clear. $712,000. Their eyes widened, jaws slack. I knew all along. I let you scream, accuse, tear me apart. Because I wanted to see who you really are without her. The silence that followed wasn't just silence. It was a funeral. For their pride. For their control. Lena broke first. Tears poured as she grabbed my arm. "Charles, please, don't shut me out. We're still family." Her voice cracked like glass under pressure. Mom screamed, her face blotched red. "She was senile. She didn't know what she was doing. That money is mine!" Rex stormed out, slamming the door so hard the frame shook. His curses echoed down the street. I stood still, calm, watching them unravel. "I gave you all my silence," I said softly. "Tonight, I give you the truth. She trusted me. Because I was there. You weren't." Mom's mouth opened, but no words came out. Her rage melted into something worse, fear. For the first time in her life, she wasn't in control. I left that night with the will in my pocket. Their screams chased me to the porch like hounds. Lena stumbled after me, mascara smeared down her cheeks. "Charles, please, don't abandon me. I didn't mean it." Her voice was small, desperate. I looked at her, really looked. For years I'd seen my little sister. Now I saw another thief, another liar, another mask. They'll never see me the same again, I thought, stepping into the night. And I don't need them to. The air was cold, but it was clean. For the first time in my life, it felt like mine. Weeks later, I stood at Grandma's grave with a bouquet of yellow tulips, her favorite. The cemetery was quiet, only the wind humming through the trees. I knelt by her stone. My hand rested on the cool marble. "They tried to break me, Grandma. But you built me stronger. You gave me more than money. You gave me proof that I mattered." For years, silence had been my curse. Now, it was my shield, my strength. As I stood, the wind brushed my face gently, almost like a hand. And in that moment, I knew. Sometimes revenge isn't burning the world down. Sometimes, survival itself is the sharpest revenge of all. If you were in my place, would you forgive them, or would you walk away forever? Tell me in the comments. Your voice matters here. Subscribe for more raw stories like this. Like if you connected with Charles's silence and strength. Comment your story. Because healing begins when voices are heard.